Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video I'm going to talk about what it means to have the moon conjunct with Mars in the composite chart. So this is different than synastry. The composite chart is the combined chart that both of your natal charts make, and it shows a lot more about the relationship's future, what you ultimately become together, like what you birth as a separate entity. So showing a lot more about, the relationship itself, like as if it were an actual person. So, like the natal chart of the relationship. So when you have the moon, the emotions of the relationship, conjunct with Mars, the fiery, aggressive, action-taking planet, the most masculine energy with the most feminine energy, this is quite a fiery, active, steamy aspect to have. So it's not necessarily negative in itself. It's definitely passionate and emotional, and the relationship will be characterized by lots of intense emotions and passion, and whatever you are feeling as a couple, you're going to be feeling it strongly. So if you're in a really good place, you're going to feel so powerfully good, and if you're in a bad place, it's going to be so bad and ugly and nasty and toxic. They're not necessarily toxic. I mean, you have to look at the whole rest of the composite chart and the synastry too, like to see what's going on here. But it definitely lights a fire under the relationship's ass, and under the emotions of the two people as a couple are quite heightened. So this could be really good for a partnership where you actually both need that extra boost. Like maybe you're more chilled out signs in your natal chart, or you're not having a lot of fire, or you need that boost. So then you can come into this relationship and then you'll realize you'll get a lot done together. You'll have a lot of energy, a lot of emotional energy, a lot of passion. This relationship will help you become clear about what you're really passionate about, what you really love, what you really hate. Everything will be so powerfully activated by this relationship. So that can be a really good thing, if you're the type of person that is needing that type of boost. But if you're already a really fiery Moon-Mars person in your natal chart, this could be pretty intense. And it depends on what else is going on. If there's other really good aspects to this, this could just be a beautifully sexual, steamy, passionate aspect. This is movies are made about couples that have Moon-Mars conjunctions in their composite chart, because it is hot and it is intense, and there will be emotional turmoil at times, probably, and not so much turmoil, but more just the way that you react to each other is super heated. So if there are emotions going on in the relationship, they will be let out in the form of a fight or an argument, or passionate sex, passionate action. Whatever is going on within, this isn't an aspect of a relationship where you just sweep things under the rug and it's oh, everything's okay, we're just not going to talk about it, we're just going to forget that happened. It's no, this is the type of relationship where everything is out in the open, and unless this is going on in the 12th house or something. But no, usually this is a forward relationship. You're going to be more direct with each other. If you have emotions, which you will have emotions come up with this aspect in a relationship, you're going to talk about them. You're going to let it out, and maybe not in a super tactful way at times. Just think of people with their Moon-Mars conjunct in their natal chart. They're not always known for tact. So in this relationship, you're probably pretty honest with each other and pretty direct, and you don't sweep things out of the rug. You talk about things, and you just sometimes might be a bit argumentative at times, because the moon naturally, with Mars, we've got the feminine and the masculine together. So this is a pretty fiery couple of planets here. So it's it can be uncomfortable. You know, you could feel like you're walking on eggshells in this relationship, but you actually blend pretty well. Like, you actually are pretty similar people. So even though it's a fiery, heated, like steamy sort of like relationship where there can be arguments and fights, it's generally like when you do fight or you do let that energy out through sex or whatever passionate action you're taking together as a couple, like, you know, this couple could be like hiking or something, you know, doing some type of sports together or working around the house, whatever. Like, once you let it out, you feel better, because with the conjunction of Moon and Mars, you actually have similar emotions and drives, and like, it's not like you're relating with some alien, like when we have a Moon Uranus aspect or something. Like, you are similar enough to understand each other with this aspect and be like, you know, having similar desires and stuff. But it's just the way that you express those can be very forward and very direct, and like, it's a very instinctual relationship. Like, you kind of have like a hair trigger temper with each other. Like, everything is always out there, and you're like, so this would be really good if you were like a couple that plays on a competitive sports team together and you're on the same team, right? You know, because your reflexes are almost like heightened, you know, with this aspect. So it might be hard as a couple with this aspect to like just chill out and watch TV or something. Like, there's a lot of emotional energy stirred. So it could show, like, if there's other negative aspects, that this is a couple that's always fighting and there's always something going on and drama, and, you know. But in an otherwise healthy composite chart, this can just show like a lot of sirens going off when I'm talking about fighting. You know, it could just show that, like, this is not a boring relationship. This is an exciting relationship. This is a relationship where positive emotions can be stirred too, as well as negative emotions. It's just, like, key word is like passion, and like Moon Mars is like steaminess, you know. It's hot, and this is definitely like a very memorable sexual relationship. If this is a sexual relationship, this is one of those relationships that you will never forget, because the level of passion, and it's also like a more emotional type of sex. It's not like Mars Pluto sex, where it's just like two selfish desires just getting it from each other. This is like a deep and emotional and nurturing and soothing sex that we can have here when the Moon and Mars are conjunct in the composite chart. So it's definitely intimate. It's definitely like that aspect for sure works well. Like, I would love to know if you actually had a relationship with this in the composite chart where you had bad sex. I would love to know that, because I feel like with this conjunction, that is very rare. And so that's one of the benefits of it, is just like really great sex that's very deeply connected and very like fulfilling, because Mars is like how we go after what we want, and then Moon is like emotional fulfillment. So when we have those coming together, it's like very fulfilling sexual desires as the sirens are going off. So yeah, that would be one of the benefits. But you definitely are going to be on an emotional wave with this one. Like, you're either on a high or you're on a low, and this relationship makes your life and the world around you more colorful and more emotional too. So, and emotions are good. Like, you know, when we feel nothing, right? You know, there's nothing stirred. There's nothing to go after. There's nothing, you know, we're just listless, right? So this relationship can be very activating. It can have like a stimulant property to it. And yeah, you can really get a lot done and get a lot of clarity on who you are and what you truly desire. And have so much passion for each other and the relationship. It would be hard to let go of this one, though, because it's very emotional and intense and fiery. And yeah, I've said the word passionate so many times, but it's definitely passionate. So I'd love to know your experience of this aspect. Was it like this? Was it not like this? This was requested, so let me know your requests. And I have a long list, and I'm trying to get to them one by one. So let me know if you have any other requests, and thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.